Hi everyone, and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Alex Ray, and I am a YouTube automotive content creator that focuses on a few different things. I talk about automotive detailing, where I give you tips and tricks as to how to detail your car, and I do it in a very cinematic way. Secondly, I focus on car culture and lifestyle. And finally, I take you into my personal car collection where I buy very rare parts, I have very unique vehicles, and I educate you on some of these notable details as to what makes these cars special. Now, in today's video, I have a box that came all the way from Japan, and we're gonna unbox it right now.
Alex, before you unbox, did you tell him about the keys yet?
Okay, first of all, this is my dad, and he's
everyone.
overly excited about these keys.
These keys. I want to see the keys.
You gotta wait. This is a surprise. My dad is very, very excited, but you'll have to show them after. I gotta unbox this box.
Okay.
It's waiting for me.
Okay.
From Japan. It's from Japan. All right. Eager beaver over there. So I'm gonna open this box. This box, what's inside of here is for a couple different cars, and one of them is more of a hint as to what my dad was alluding to of a very, very special car that I am about to acquire. So stay tuned for that. But let's open this box up right now. Okay, so now that the box is open, there are two things inside this box that are very, very special. So the first thing, I'm gonna give you all a little hint here. I got a product manual. This right here is a product manual for a Nissan Fairlady Z, a Z33 model to be specific. Alex, why would you have an ARC part from Japan for a car that you don't even own? Well, I have a really, really cool idea. So before I actually talk about this idea, I want to remind you that one of my race cars that I own is a 2008 BMW E90 M3 that is full track spec. I mean, right now the car is stripped. We're prepping it for a roll cage. It's gonna have the works done to it, and it will be a weapon on the track. Got to make sure we're driving responsibly on the roads, okay? But the cool thing is that I love the Japanese car culture, and what makes the Japanese car culture so special is some of the tuning companies that exist, companies like Top Secret Japan, AB Flug, companies like ARC in particular are some of my favorite companies that I've had the pleasure of accumulating parts over the years and putting it on some of my cars, like my race car 2013 Subaru STI that I've named Project Gabby. I have things like an ARC power steering cooler, ARC top mount intercooler, ARC oil cap. Believe it or not, that oil cap cost me almost $1,000. It's that special and that rare. So kind of owning a European car, some people actually say it's quite sacrilegious to put Japanese parts on your Euro-German vehicle. But we are here to upset the purists. If you are a purist, don't take any offense to it. I do have another BMW M3 that is bone stock, and it will forever remain bone stock. That is my 2011 E92 M3 that I've named Project Luna, which is a moonstone metallic with rust brown interior. It's a beautiful, beautiful car. So I kind of have the best of both worlds in terms of both of my M3s. One of them is a fully blown track spec race car with all of the coolest parts, especially what I'm about to show you, as well as a museum level quality E92 M3 that is immaculate. So on my race car E90 M3, there are a lot of very unique carbon parts, but also ARC parts. I have a very creative mindset where I want to incorporate again that JDM flair to my very much German vehicle. And so I've done things currently where I have an ARC rear differential cooler that will be mounted in the rear of my M3. Another thing I did was I repurposed an ARC oil cooler from a Mitsubishi Evo 8 or Evo 7, 8, 9 generation. And I've then adapted that into a transmission cooler because my car is manual in the front passenger side bumper section. And then also I bought a Nissan Skyline R32 GTR strut tower, which is made of titanium, that I plan to repurpose for my E90 M3. And the final piece of the puzzle, my dad, he never knows when it's going to end, but this is actually the final piece of the puzzle to complete the overall JDM theme of the car. And this in particular is an ARC combination tank. Now, why would I put an ARC combination tank from a 350Z from the early 2000s on my E90 M3 race car? Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you right now that the design of this tank is practically identical to the E90's coolant expansion tank. And so me being a pretty creative person, my mind is always working. How can I do things that are unconventional and outside the box? And so this is one of those final puzzle pieces that I brainstormed as to how I can complete the overall engine bay aesthetic. And this part itself, I waited over 2 years to get, okay, because it is a discontinued part. So I may as well unbox it here and show you. Here we go. Okay. Wow. So this is it right here. I'll get some nice B-roll showing you all this, but those of you that are unfamiliar with this company called ARC is a prestigious Japanese company that used to be very, very popular over the last couple decades, especially in the late 90s. And they make some of the nicest, you could say, top shelf parts that the Japanese aftermarket community has ever seen. They're very known for their high quality welds of their aluminum products and just the overall attention to detail that goes into every product that they make. With that level of attention to detail, you expect to pay a hefty price tag. Now, when these initially came out, they were not very expensive, but supply and demand always dictates that you're going to pay for the scarcity of such products. So this product being discontinued for, I'd say, at least 15 years at minimum. So how did I get this part? Well, it's been almost 4 years of me being on the hunt to find this. And as a matter of fact, back 2 years ago in 2024, I was able to find one of these exact units on the Yahoo Japan Auctions website, and they rarely come up. So I saw it 2 years ago, but I spent an additional 2 years trying to even find that. And so back in 2024, when I saw it, it also was one that had a green cap. This is a much more subtle gold cap option, which I think looks very, very nice and clean. But there was a green cap option and variant that I saw, and I had leveraged my good friend Chris Ortez. You may recall Chris owns JDM Cane Lab. He is one of my go-to people in terms of sourcing rare Japanese parts that are oftentimes discontinued. So when we saw that 2 years ago, I said to Chris, I said, Chris, I want to win this. I have a vision for getting this part and modifying it accordingly to make it work on my E90 M3 race car. He says, yeah, sure, Alex. The opening bid is like $250 or so Canadian, give or take somewhere around there. It was like $200 to $300. I think it was around like 30,000 yen. What do you feel comfortable with? I said, well, I feel comfortable with whatever. I have the money. Let's win this. What do you think should be enough to win it? He said, oh, I think probably around 900 Canadian, give or take. That should hopefully do the job. Well, unfortunately, it didn't do the job because we were unsuccessful and we were outbid. And I hate being outbid because, again, I had the money to do it. We were just very conservative with our end goal. So imagine having to wait 2 years to find another one. And I'm telling you, I checked the websites every single day for the last 2 years, especially trying to find another one of these. And so you better believe when I saw it come up, I was ready to do whatever I needed to do. I basically sold my kidney to be able to afford this because It was also priced around opening bid 30,000 yen, give or take. And we got up pretty high in terms of what it finally closed at. Now, the person that helped me this time acquire this was my good friend Ali, who you also are familiar with. Both him and Chris helped me get those ARC Endless Japanese jackets that we saw in the last video with my dad. And so, yeah, I reached out to Ali this time. I said, Ali, let's win this, and I'm prepared to pay whatever I need to pay for this. Even Ali thought as well, Alex, you probably won't spend more than 800 bucks Canadian on this. Well, it was a lot more than $800 Canadian, and the point is that we were able to win it, but there was a bidding war with 3 key people, and I was the lucky person to be successful at winning it. So I want to give a very special thank you to my good friend Ali. His Instagram, I'll put right here, is skyline_racing_rarity. And those of you that are interested in very cool, rare Japanese parts as well as memorabilia, he is your go-to person for that kind of gear and equipment. So make sure to check him out, give him a follow on Instagram. We have this part right here right now. And again, when you look at the shape of this part, what we're gonna do is we're essentially gonna cut off this right side part of the tank. I won't need it. And then we will re-weld it shut. And we're essentially going to retain this part of the tank as it best emulates the stock S65, which is the engine in the E90 M3 platform. It best emulates the shape of the stock expansion tank. So a really, really nice part. And again, this is the final part. Okay, Dad, you hear me? This is the final part to complete the engine bay aesthetic build. Okay, I'm super, super lucky and super happy to have this. Again, I waited 4 years to get this part, and the patience paid off. And of course, my wallet is now hurting. So I'm gonna set this aside, but this was a pretty complete model. It came with all the supporting pipes, and of course, collector in itself is the actual instruction manual here, which shows some cool pictures and whatnot. So I will be keeping this in my collection as well. Now, also inside this box is one last thing. Oh boy. Inside this box is this. I'm gonna set this down here. Now this looks like a steering wheel, but not just any kind of steering wheel. And actually, Dad, can you come in here? I want to show you something. This will add to the teaser of what's to come. Well, have a seat. Here, I'll scooch over so you can come a bit closer.
That's fine.
So this steering wheel looks awfully large, right? It looks bigger than a usual steering wheel for a car, especially my M3s, right?
Is that a gaming steering wheel?
Bruh.
Gaming steering wheel? You think I play video games, man? I'm too busy working. Look at this. What would I need such a big steering wheel for?
I have no idea.
Could it be possibly a big car that could be coming?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Well, you have a key for something else, but...
I thought it was for this. No?
No, it doesn't go for this. So the cool thing about this steering wheel, I'm just trying to find it here. There's something very special about it. Oh, it's literally like right on the bottom, and it's embossed into the steering wheel. So what does this say on the steering wheel?
It says BMW Club of Japan.
Well, you can't see nearsighted.
No, I can't.
Poor guy's getting old. Yeah, BMW Club of Japan. So this, I was able to find on the Yahoo Japanese auctions, this very, very rare steering wheel that has embossed on the steering wheel, BMW Club of Japan. It's kind of like a grayish steering wheel, so I'll probably get this reupholstered in black just to make it a bit more subtle. But yeah, this is for a very special car that's coming. And the last thing we will show you here is my dad came at the beginning of the video, if you recall, with these keys. But these keys, they must be for something, right?
They look pretty small.
They look pretty small, but they're for something pretty special.
That's a big steering wheel.
It is a big steering wheel, so it can't be for this. Why don't you show them the little surprise, little sneak peek? Again, shout out to Ali for helping me source the steering wheel, as well as this beautiful ARC combination tank. Again, what do you think of that?
Pretty nice.
You know the ARC stuff is nice, eh?
They make nice stuff.
Yeah. Let's show them what these keys are all about.
Well, let's not really show them.
Let's not really show them.
No.
Oh, okay.
Let's just hold it up.
Now, let's see here. Should we show them?
No.
No?
I'd wait.
Take it away, Dad. Take it. No. We gotta show them. We gotta show them. We'll give them a little sneak peek.
Whoa.
These wheels must be for something very, very special. Are we gonna throw it on Project Luna?
No, they don't fit Project Luna.
No, actually they do. We might throw them on for just about a week to get some content, but it's probably for something else.
But they say something else here.
What do they say, Dad?
I think they say Alpina.
Alpina.
But I'm not sure.
Alpina, tomato, right?
There you go.
Well, yeah, these are, all I will say is that these are very, very exclusive and hard to find wheels. As a matter of fact, they only made 75 of these wheel sets in the world. And I was lucky to get my hands on one of these 75. And again, judging by the dish on these wheels, I'll give you a little side profile. Look at the dish on those wheels, right? You know that these are factory Alpina wheels from a very, very special car. So there's a lot of exciting things to come, and we're just super excited for you to join us, my dad and I, on this YouTube journey. He's kind of like the guest. He makes guest appearances, some cameos.
Not too often.
Not too often. Poor guy is old. He likes to sleep, right? So yeah, we want to thank all of you for watching the content, being engaged. Again, I want to thank all of you from the bottom of my heart for allowing us to hit 1,000 subscribers and counting. All of you matter, and this is a big goal of mine to inspire all of you to do cool things. As long as you put your mind to it, you can accomplish anything. Right, Dad?
That's right.
That's right. So we'll see you in the next video. What do they got to do, Dad?
Hit subscribe.
And?
Click on subscribe.
they got to like. They got a comment, and then finally, Dad?
Subscribe.
Subscribe. We'll see you soon.
Bye.
All right, man. Thanks,
Okay,
Dad.
man. Clean up, man.
All right.